is a little richer. It's hard to describe really what that feeling is when you're going through the shelves. It's like miss, 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 and then you come across something that means something to you. I have that same nostalgic feeling of renting it at the video store, or watching it, or winning something. It's like almost like a prize, because I didn't go out intending to find this movie. It just kind of happened that way. I'll put another one in, that way we can get like a couple. This is kind of like my own video store, and a lot of people, like, they notice a lot of movies that they don't typically see or have heard of. That's kind of what sets me apart from other collections. I like the stuff that I saw growing up when I was a kid, and I just like the weird stuff that you don't really see anywhere else. Stuff like Animorphs, short-lived, television show, Are You Afraid of the Dark, classic, and then you got some weird stuff here, like, what is this, Bloody and Shocking Sports Volume 2. It's just a mismatch of stuff that, like, I find in my travel. The Purple People Eater, it's literally one of the only movies that I have two of, because it's not on DVD, it's not on Blu-ray, it's not on streaming, but I used to rent this all the time. Yeah, it's one of those ones that kind of takes me back. It is rare, it is hard to find, but it's one of those ones that means a lot to me. I remember when this came out. I still love Goosebumps. I still watch this every year. It's a Halloween staple. And now my kid's getting into it, and he likes Goosebumps just as much as I did. I mean, I quote this with my friends, Carly Beth, and it's just good. It doesn't get any better than The Haunted Mask. We got VHS scattered around the entire house, and so, like, not only do we have it in this room, I have some in my living room, I have some in my garage. You name it, there's media or tapes in that room. Now, my wife is not going to be happy that I showed you guys this, so we'll keep this between us, okay? There's a little bit of everything in here, so it's like stuff I haven't went through, projects that we're working on. I have like a little VHS dub like rig over here, and then some of the stuff that I've cataloged is over here that'll make its way inside once we get to that point. My parents, they did what they could. They bought me as much stuff as was possible, but it got to the point where I was recording stuff off TV. I was building my own collection just because I didn't want to bug them for another $20 or another $15. I found that I would mostly ask for the stuff that I really wanted, and then anything else I would, make, marathons of. So I learned very early how to put two VCRs together. Whoa. This is also kind of interesting. Ants, the cover, they had to recall it because the Twin Towers are in the cover. Everyone talks about The Little Mermaid, but Ants kind of has a problematic cover as well. There were so many of these put out before 9/11, and it's just one of those things that kind of lives within collections. The only way that the collection will be over is if I run out of space, which I am. I'm bursting at the seams. Like this is the stuff I like. As much as I hate to say it, I do have to grow up. I can only share so much space.
I've never seen 10,000 tapes in one store.
There's so much kid stuff.
And I can keep them for 3 evenings.
Now this is a video store.
Ordinary video stores don't even come close to Blockbuster Video. You've just got to see it to know what we mean.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, what a difference. Blockbuster Video.
Come discover the Blockbuster difference.
The video store, I just remember walking through the doors. You walk past all the books, the magazines, the candy. You get over to like the new releases and, you know, the big movies of that week or whatever they have. My parents, you know, we walked together for a good amount of time, but, you know, I want to watch what they rent too, but I'm also kind of curious to see what I can discover. I'm too old for kids movies now. I'm a film buff. I grab 2 or 3 movies, and I think ultimately we decide on maybe getting 3 total. And my parents, of course, they always would let me get one more than they did.
Oh, give me a number.
I'll do store credit, like, cause I want to trade
You
you.
want to do credit?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
About what you want then. We'll go from there.
Okay, well, that sounds good. That was easy. Where do you get your stuff? Just out.
I get it from customers that come in and
Yeah.
do trades or sell.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll buy a lot off of eBay, just like everybody else.
Yeah. But so what are you thinking?
Well, an even swap, is that fair for you?
As long as you're cool with it, I'm cool with it because I will watch all of these.
I'm not a businessman. So
Okay. I think it's
that's how I do it.
pretty
you pick
fair.
a stack, you bring
Yeah.
me a stack. And
Well, I had fun looking through it.
No, Sabrina. There's no line. There's no line here. I'm gonna tell my mom. Eyes in the mirror.
So good, dude.
What about them? They're not my eyes, Sabrina.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I like being around it. It reminds me of walking through the video store. It reminds me of driving back home, holding those tapes. It reminds me of being a kid and not having to worry about bills and work and my boss and just life, man. And life is difficult as is, you know, and so I think everyone needs a hobby. And if your hobby is as positive as this, you know, why wouldn't you?